What's up, everybody? Triple T, episode 62. So many early people in the chat. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate. I don't appreciate. I can't apparently talk. Maybe I haven't had enough Miller Lights yet. But either way, we appreciate you. It's Tuesday. And just remember, if you guys had a whole bunch of tacos, you never trust a fart on Tuesday because Joe knows it could end up being a terrible time. But either way, we got some good stuff. We're going to find out what chefs really talk about while they're in the kitchen. We're going to talk about a little bit of some morning coffee. We're going to talk about some amazing stuff. But we have a special guest that only the people backstage know who it truly is. And either way, you guys could just stare at me and probably be bored for a little bit longer. And I'm wearing Halloween colors, even though it's Christmas season. I just figured that out. But either way, let's do the introduction. And we're going to get into this. Triple T, episode 62, starts right about now. Welcome back. I forgot the third thing we were going to talk about is awkward dance moves. And speaking of awkward dance moves, Joe Myers is in the house, and you know he's getting things situated. CT Justin Snow. It's his birthday tomorrow, so happy almost birthday, Justin Snow. I forgot to unmute you guys. That's my bad. That's my bad, Evan.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, I didn't know it. So special guest Evan Normus, everybody.
Hey. Hello.
Appreciate.
They're probably like, that's not him.
No, yeah, it's really him. Look how good.
Yeah, what's with that mustache and shaved face, man? Come on,
That's ridiculous. It was there like a day ago, but it's tragic. It's tragic. I have to wear a respirator for work. Sometimes she gets a little musky in there. So
yeah, I could imagine, probably just like Eubin's underwear. But speaking of Eubin, we also have Eubin whacking off, still whacking off, and all sorts of stuff depending on which platform kicks him out this week. But he's here, and Triple T's not kicking him out. And again, Joe Myers 86, and Evan. I mean, how would you? Let's just spell it out: EVANORMOUS.
Evan Normus.
Yeah, but if I was like watching or just listening and they can't see it because this is a podcast, and I was like Evan Normus.
Evan Ormus.
They might try to throw in another N, or they might
Evan Ormouse.
Because
Evan
Joe, I mean, spelling probably isn't your thing. So, and I know I can't spell very well. Thank you.
Not at all.
They've ruined it for us. But either way, yes. Remute. Come on, Grimlock. Already asking for the remute. So
That's fine.
LTG, small crew today. Listen, we're not that short. I mean, I'm like 5'10", 5'11", but yeah. So
now, Evan, you got your name from Hawk, didn't you? If I recall right.
yeah. It was I was trying to like change my name because my username and I got banned like a couple of times for it, but it was the pen is mightier. But it was just all one word, and it was fucking hilarious because it would. Anyways, no, that's an SNL reference. Yes, Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yep.
No, that's actually whenever I first started following you, is whenever you had that username, and then I remember you changed it to Evan Normus, and I was like, this guy used to have a different name. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then that was whenever it was Hawk Hates You before she got banned. So I was like, oh, it's cool getting banned together. It's all cool.
We were trying to brainstorm, and she put like a bunch of stuff. She asked me a bunch of questions, then put stuff into like a generator, and then was like, well, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? And I was like, oh, wait a second. That worked. Yeah,
she's awesome.
Yeah, she's
my
good.
dog.
She's
My dog's
good.
trying to steal the limelight. But yes, Grim says spelling, math, manners. Joe's good at drinking. Yeah.
I feel you there. Cheers.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's what I
cheers,
do best,
everybody.
man.
It is
Clink.
It is Tuesday, so like I said, so a couple of things, and you guys said yes, a smaller crew. We're experimenting with a couple of things with the holidays, and just trying to make the show a little more appealing visually and audio for you guys. So we're gonna try the next couple of weeks. You're gonna see a couple of different things. You're gonna see some smaller crews. You're gonna see some people on the show that are here every week. Some people that we're gonna bring in some guests. We're gonna bring some holiday magic to you guys. So hopefully you enjoy it. Any feedback that you ever want to give us, we'd appreciate it, good or bad. And there's this little star on this, and when I'm looking at StreamYard, I don't know what it does. And I pressed it, CT. It says let's go. I pressed the star, but I truly don't know what it means. So if anybody sees what that does, I don't know. But again, for anybody that might be new here, what we do, this is Triple T, TikTok Tuesday, where myself, the viewers, the dudes in the studio, they send over some videos that they think are just absolutely hilarious or maybe informational or educational. I don't know. So what we do is we get them, we show them, we react. Not only do we react live, I'm the only one that has seen most of them because I've had to filter a few. And we've had some that come in that turn out not to be a great idea for Triple T. So we filter them, we show them. And if you're listening only, then maybe come over to the live show sometime that's on the YouTube or anything else, and then you can see the videos with us. And it's probably a little confusing when we're showing a video and laughing really hard and you have no idea what we're talking about. But so it was pretty cool. You kind of gave the insight of your name, Evan, which how that came about. And just curious, because we've done a lot of these episodes. Some of these guys have been interviewed on the Thursday show. But how did you get into TikTok? Like, I know a couple of us, and we can go around the room and say how we got into it. But I'm just kind of curious, what got you into it?
So, and I always mess up the name, but I was watching like a mini lad. It was like a meme stream. He used to do like I don't know if he still does it because he's a fucking weirdo now. I guess he was. It just got exposed. But anyways, I was watching it like a TikTok meme compilation, and like that. It's so funny because it's like full circle. It's crazy. That like hit or miss video, right? Everybody knows it. The Queen came on, and I was like I was in a heated debate with my girlfriend. I was like, man, no, I don't know. Like, we're trying to like peg gender. Back and forth. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll fucking download this app. So I downloaded the app, watched a few videos, and then I was like, fuck, I could totally throw all of like the hilarious recycled snaps that I have done. So I did that for the first little bit, and then I just started making dumb stuff, and then like it just evolved and spiraled from there.
Nice.
But it's funny. It like kind of came to a pretty big rise, like a pretty big peak when the hit or miss girl followed me back. And she's an absolute sweetheart, like 100%.
She never missed
so yeah, never at all. So, but no, super nice. Got a lot of hate, still cringes whenever that shit comes on, or she like gets called the hit or miss girl. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, that's kind of the way it went. And then it was just kind of, I don't know, doing dumb shit, making fun edits. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, that's a heck of a story, because a lot of people that I talked to before, like their kind of story was like, well, a pandemic broke out and I decided to join TikTok, and next thing you know, I've been on the app 4 months and I have 3 million followers. So
yeah,
I'm kind of a big deal. And it's like, well,
not me.
Did you ever have to write backwards on paper and then fucking tape it to your chest?
I had to do it on a whiteboard. It was fucking ridiculous. And then I found out that there's that screen swap, like the mirror effect. I was like, oh, this is so much fucking easier.
That didn't even come into effect for a while.
Oh, yes. I had to put it as like my favorite thing because I hate when it's all backwards.
Yeah. Brendan, we've been on for like almost since inception.
Yeah, so actually, I was on Musical.ly. I was on Facebook, and they have like the videos that I correlate with, whatever you're watching. So if I'm watching like NFL highlights, it'd show me different games, but it would always have this ad of that green little frog alien guy from it was like a Mexican song or something like that too. And it was like I don't know how it goes, but it was like "Damadamacita," or something like that.
I knew.
And he's sitting there doing the little fucking like Egyptian dance, and I'm like, I kept seeing it, and I was like, okay, shit, I'm just gonna try it out. I'm like, let me just download this, and I watched forever. And I even told my wife, I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've seen. But I was like, I don't know why I was seeing a lot of cosplayers, like a lot, and I'm like going through it, but like the lives were cool, and I kept seeing like the same people over and over again, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make some videos with my kids. And then I started seeing some adult humor on here, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna try it. And then I chose You've Been Whacking Off, a whole different account. And then it switched to TikTok. I remember the transition, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, it's gonna blow up. And all my friends were like, you're stupid for making these videos. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, I was like, this app is gonna be big. Watch. Pandemic hit, everyone's on TikTok. Suddenly it's cool to be on TikTok. And I'm like, this sucks now. I'm like, I don't like it.
I got a lot of that.
I was so against it, but then I had a phone with a bunch of extra space. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to check out this bullshit. That was it.
Yeah.
That was literally it.
That's the excuse.
Yeah, no, that's literally the excuse. I got a new phone. It had a bunch of space, and I had ability to download more apps. And it coincidentally, there was the pandemic around the same time. But I started before the pandemic. I'll just I'll die on that hill, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was right at the tail end of the Musical.ly as well. I was on there for a little bit, then it transitioned over, and TikTok was kind of weird. Like you said, it was so frowned upon. People were like, "Oh, you're on here," and it was like a lot of cosplay, but it was a lot of, and this is no disrespect to any, but it seemed like a lot of poverty-stricken people that were on the app. And anytime I would be there, it was like, I don't have money to feed my baby this week. If somebody can help me out in the live, I don't have money for smokes. I don't have money. And it was like, it kind of reminded me of like a virtual, almost homeless, like walking down the streets. It was a lot of like begging for money. And you know what I mean? It wasn't nearly what it has evolved today. And then I read some articles. That's kind of what the original creators were pushing for the app. Was it to be like this kind of, homeless, kind of poor thing to see, and generate money. And then it popped.
Like I make jokes about saying I need money for beer, but like I never like I'm hurting.
Yeah. No, right out the gate, it was like straight, just families that were going through hard times, did not have a lot. And, they were just on their phones hanging out, and just kind of asking for money and stuff. And, and what's weird is because I remember there was like a handful of them that for whatever reason stuck in my brain because I kept seeing them right out the gate. And I've tried to find a couple of them, haven't been able to find any of them on this app. And then there was one that I ended up stumbling upon. They changed their name and like they have a huge following. And I was like, oh shit, like that should be like a success story. Like TikTok should push that. Like I started from nothing and now look at me, like I'm doing well. My kids are well. Like it's pretty cool and it's pretty powerful as you guys all know. Like it's a fun app. You made a lot of people, like a lot of friends that I would have never met any of you guys if it wasn't for this app.
No.
I know, like people don't understand like how awesome like the community, especially if your For You page really does do its job. You're like, this is some cool shit. And I remember like Jonathan Moss, like he's another turnaround. He was homeless as well when he started on TikTok.
That's right.
God.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I remember he had like 20,000 followers whenever I shared one of his videos. He was outside of a gas station yelling at these seagulls while he got a Slurpee. And he's telling this story, doing his fucking shit. And I'm like, this guy is hilarious. Like this app is fucking cool. and now he's got millions and millions of followers. And so, I mean, he's just one of the several success stories just from this app alone.
You know how many people like I will talk to with beards and like, I have a beard mask or stuff. And like, where'd you hear about this? I go, oh, TikTok. Oh, where do you get your products? Oh, I learned about it from TikTok. And people are just like so flabbergasted because I'm 35 years old and they're like, wait a minute, TikTok? I'm like, trust me, the community isn't all just children. You can find your drunks, you can find your shotgunners, you can find your beards, you can find, your Canadians that just do terrible.
You couldn't even finish the sentence in bash.
No, I didn't want to insult the guy.
Yeah, they're just
do it. Hurt me.
Yeah, so we're gonna segue a little bit from that. So I gotta ask: have any of you had experience or worked in a kitchen, whether a prep cook, a chef, any experience?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Serve and manage a pub in Whitehorse. So that was
Nice. Yeah, I didn't spend any time in there. I have a lot of friends that went that route, some family members, and there was a video by Drew_Talbert that that more or less says it's how chefs talk, and I feel like this is relatable content to people that have worked in a kitchen. So I'm curious what you guys have to say.
Hey, chef, how long on table 24? 2 minutes. Dropping fries. Hey, 2 minutes, chef.
Hey guys, how long on table 24?
It'll be ready when it's ready. What the hell, man? You're just throwing us
Yep. That's okay. That dude, have you seen his southerner steakhouse or whatever the hell it is? I can't even remember what it is.
But yeah, I know exactly which one you're saying. Yeah,
super funny.
That's great.
Brings over his translator.
Yeah, he's
are they really good or are they good? Yeah,
yeah, he's had some really, really good ones like redneck versus sweet tea and redneck versus 2-bite check back and stuff like that. He is hilarious. But yeah, so I mean, I feel like, anytime that I've talked to a buddy, it's the same thing. And for whatever reason, you come in there and these poor waiters, they get kind of, crapped on by the guests, by the chefs, probably by the bartenders. It's just crazy. I'm glad I'm not a server. So if you are a server and you're watching this or listening to this, shout out to you, the Triple T crew, at least me speaking. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Much like
I love you.
House of Gene, they definitely take it from both ends. You get it from the kitchen and
yep.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know with that face.
You didn't have to say it. You said it with your eyes.
I missed the joke.
He said they get it from both ends. The
snap, though. The snap. It wasn't the both end part. It was the name.
Yes.
My neck hurts. I got whiplash.
Listen, the Triple T insurance does not cover any of those injuries that happen on the show. I don't know. If
never signed a waiver.
Fine print. But,
never signed a waiver.
Oh, well, I signed it for you. So hopefully legally your name is You've Whacking Off, because
it is now, I guess.
Because for the longest time I didn't even know your real first name, and there's days I
Isn't it a mind fuck? Like, it's so weird.
I know. So people get so fucking weirded out whenever they're like, "Hey, what's your real name?" And I'm like, "It's Brandon." And they're like, "What? Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. They're like, "I'm still gonna call you Euban." And I'm like, "That's perfectly okay." So I was like, "Whatever."
That's fine with me. It's like for the longest time, Coffee Fanatics, I had a name that was in his head, and I thought he looked like a Gary. So I just call him Gary. And
totally.
I could see him as a Gary. I don't know.
100%. 100%.
Joe doesn't.
It's funny when I talk about you, Beard Laws. When I say your name, if people are like, "Who?" I'm like, "Oh, Beard Laws." It's like, "Oh no, it's Matt, man."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who are you talking about?" Fuck.
Yeah, just Beard, Mr.
Joe, what's your name?
Mr. Laws.
What?
What's your name, Joe?
What?
It's actually Ethan.
I was just saying that would be fucking weird if you just had a weird name. I'm gonna name mine Ethan Smith, and they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, it's Ethan." I'm like, "Actually, my name's Brandon." They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?"
I used to fuck with people on lives like that. I'd be like, "No, it's John." They're like, "What?"
When I hopped into people's lives, and like even you, I remember when people would be like, "How do you say you've been? Is your name You've Whacking Off?" And I'm like, yes, it is. So I would donate.
It took me to figure that out.
The last name, though, when I first saw the last name, I didn't really put it together because I see Euban. I know Euban Coffee. So I'm like, maybe it's a common name. I didn't put Whacking Off together. I thought you were just Russian.
Yeah.
A lot of people did too. So whenever I'd hop into a random live, I remember back when India TikTok was infiltrating all the lives and stuff.
Yep.
So as soon as they would see my name, ugh, and they blocked me. I'm like, what did I do?
Yep. I think it took a little bit. I think Still Wagging Off came, and I'm like, oh,
damn! It was when that name, Jesus.
It might have been before. I don't know, but
I told you I've been on since freaking Musically. My God.
Yeah,
well, I was never on Musically, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even switch to Facebook
he's
from
just
MySpace until 2012.
What?
Damn.
Maybe 11.
Did you just not have a computer or something?
I just didn't want to commit.
He just gets up, it creaks like an old tree.
I didn't even have a smartphone, bro, until fucking 2014.
Oh my. You're still rocking that Motorola Razr?
I had a flip phone that you get from like the grocery store with minutes that had Tetris.
Oh my God.
Okay,
had to get
that's cool as
P9.
fuck, though.
Joe's another homeless to riches story. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, dude.
We're gonna see that on the next TikTok featured. From we should start that. That's gonna be our $1 million idea. We're gonna start doing documentaries on
Rags to riches.
yes, TikTok
TikTok
edition.
edition. That only means so much.
Yes,
You know how
that's
people always get discovered for like the golden voice or whatever. Joe, yours is going to be the golden throat for your deep throat appears.
The golden throat.
You know,
Have you ever accidentally swallowed one of those and had to poop it out?
what?
With a beard hair?
No, your tongue ring.
Oh yeah.
The thing you were just flashing to the camera. I mean, what do you mean?
I have swallowed multiple tongue rings in the last 18 years.
I really hope you're joking, but I know you're not. Damn.
I'm not.
I know.
There's
I
so
know
many
the
things
piercings I've
going through my
swallowed,
head
it's
right now.
insane.
I feel like
I just imagine him out with like one of those fucking metal detectors. Like he's like
so like what how long does it take to digest? Do you have like a calendar?
I don't know. I don't check my poops. I always had like an abundance of them.
So how do you know that you've passed it?
Yeah,
They
so,
probably
like,
still
are
in your
you, like-
intestines.
Are you like, okay, all right, I'm gonna write this down. It was between McDonald's breakfast and lunch.
Do we really need to talk about more of my poop stories? Because I mean,
What if you timed it? What
I mean,
if you were like,
assume
I'm
I
gonna
pooped them all out pretty quickly.
eat this tongue ring and I'm gonna time it.
I
And then
might
if I
have
eat
to
this
try
gold
this now.
one and it
Maybe
wins,
this is what gets you famous on TikTok. You become the guy that swallows tongue rings and then poops them out. I see. You pictured him with a metal detector. I instantly went to those like little kid toilets where when they swallow a coin or something and they have to sit on those, and then the parent has to go through them and be like, has it passed?" I
got
picture
a
Joe
story.
pooping on his kid's training toilet.
It doesn't involve me.
But he does drink PBR, so it's a complete nightmare.
never trust the potato masher at his house.
So I have a story, and it doesn't involve me. So our friend Anti Joe, her son swallowed a Lego head, a Lego Loki head. They found it. Well, he technically found it. So now it's sitting in his little Ziploc bag of just a sharp pointed like. So I might try this though. I might I hope I don't get hurt, but I will swallow a piercing. And
How about
We're never encouraging that, but
no.
film it.
How about you don't do it on purpose,
Yeah,
but the
don't
next
do
time
it.
it happens, you just be a little more aware of it, and then you keep
well, it's
track
been a
of it
long
and have fun.
time. Like these piercings don't
Oh,
fall out anymore. I always bought the
you're-
cheap ones,
You're due.
but these are.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna swallow one.
I wonder if
No.
he's sitting there like on TikTok and then he's like, and
You
then
think I
just
won't
hear
make a TikTok of me swallowing it and then checking my poop every single time?
and he's like, damn.
I feel like this is a bad idea.
I would get, like-
I'm gonna go on record. Don't do it. But if it happens, it happens.
What
and
is
have
what
some
is it? Beard Laws, LLC, and blah 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 does not promote people doing stupid shit. I'm a professional. Do not try this at home. I can't remember the speech, but I have it written down.
Yes, yeah,
Jackass.
let's not do that. But so this video by TikTok or no Tiki Tommy, when the morning caffeine hits. I don't know. I segued from Joe swallowing something, having to poop it out. When my morning caffeine hits, sometimes I got to poop. And this video's funny. Thanks, Tynan, for sending this over.
Tynan, I love you.
Oh fuck. I watched that on loop, like probably for 20 minutes. Just for that. Just that first
Dick
little
fart and
slip.
poop jokes will never get old.
Never.
Exactly. 100%.
Never.
100%. And if they do, shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah. Joe's gonna mistake a piece of corn for the piercing and put it on display in his house.
I don't eat corn. You think I eat
Oh, he doesn't eat
vegetables?
corn?
I don't cook vegetables.
Okay, that's probably something you should do. You're 35.
That's
now.
why I rely on going to Anti Joe's house when she makes dinner. I rely on her to give me my
Wait.
vegetables.
What is it? What is it called when a vegetable eat? Never mind.
I was gonna make the same. Yep.
No.
Same brain.
Yes.
Nope.
Pull
We're
that back in
good.
a slingshot. Just there we go.
I was like, all right, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do that.
I
That
thought
was
about
good.
it.
That
was
was
there.
good. That
You
was a
didn't
good
make it.
save. That was a good save. So what
Thank
was
you.
the other video we were talking about? We had the chef talk. We had the morning coffee. Oh, the awkward dance moves. Tell me this isn't
Okay.
one of the most like I've seen awkward dances before. All right. And this might have been an old video. I'm not really sure, but this, in my opinion, could be the most awkward dance moves ever. Like I pictured Joe maybe in middle school and his buddies doing something like this.
I probably me now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, get it, Tyson.
I love it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean that last guy. I mean, let's look at the face of this guy on how proud he was. I mean, look. I mean, right there, he's all smiled. This guy is like, all right, this right here.
It's really difficult. This show is very difficult.
Ugh.
He has the same haircut as his dad. Like
That's literally my favorite dance, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Joe, you did kill it. I'm not gonna lie, you did kill it.
100%.
yes, it was a.
Oh, buddy.
It was
So
it
good.
was a very short, not a full size bus that was in the background, and
White
That's
people be
perfectly
like,
okay.
yeah, 100%.
yes, it was. Yeah, I don't know. They were super proud of them. So, I mean, maybe it was early TikTok when dance trends weren't quite a thing and maybe not as good and coordinated. But I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that have progressively gotten better and worse on the app TikTok. I mean, we've seen some great musicians. We've seen the Island Boys. They're on there, and they're not great musicians. I mean, there is good and bad to each of them.
I
They
thought
look
you were
like
putting
the
it in the
colorized-
category of good.
They look like the colorized version of the novel Coronavirus. Like, have you ever seen? It's just like.
I always think the Cynthia doll from Rugrats. You know what I mean? Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, it's Cynthia. That's cool.
It's cool. Yeah. So to segue back a little bit about you swallowing things, Zach says LA Beast apparently swallowed a whole sleeve of quarters.
Oh wow!
Why?
Yeah. He wrote that disclaimer. Yeah.
I have it saved. I can't remember where, but I have it.
Yeah. He
A whole roll?
a whole
sleeve.
roll apparently of
Wait, how much is that?
$40.
Challenge accepted.
25
yeah.
bucks, right? Well, it's probably $40 Canadian.
Depends on how
25
short
American.
your roll is. No, I quit. It's the same. Okay, all right. Ready to defend.
He's like, real cute.
Your money's in Celsius. My dumb ass would be like, wait a second. The rest of the world is on Celsius.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I live on a border town, so I have to know Celsius and both of them. $20 apparently Grimlock says for quarters. And we listen to a Canadian radio station all day, so when they start doing the news and they start doing the weather and you're thinking in your brain you're listening to something in your own area and you realize it's Brockville in Canada and it's much different and the news is different. It's kind of a mind.
Weird.
A
You
mind
speak
thing.
all normally, and then you turn the radio on, and they're like, "Okay, so in the weather today."
My boss uses Celsius and kilograms and metrics and shit.
Meters.
It drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Well, he lived in Canada for a while, but it's like, this is America, Brett. Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand these things. I didn't learn it in school.
So they switched over. We switched over from imperial to metric in like.
What the
Correct
fuck
me
is
if I'm wrong,
imperial?
but like imperial. Wait, imperial? I don't know. But anyways, all the old dudes at work, they're all still like referencing miles because apparently in 1973, Canada switched over to metric. So because we were still on that miles train, right? So they're always like, it's a couple miles out. I'm like, is that like a couple miles times like 1.6 6 for kilometers, and
Well, I just learned a lesson today.
So do you guys get kind of Americanized vehicles over there? In this,
no, not really. Like everything's in like especially all new productions. It's all in kilometers because of manufacturer. Since
have
it's going to
both.
go to this. It's both. It's both for us, which I think is a pretty unique place to be, where it's kilometers first, and then you've got miles per hour in the second, right?
Yeah, because a lot of the vehicles that we get, in at least in our area, they're cheaper to get in Canada.
Yeah.
And so they bring them over, and then there's just some kind of law where they just have to sit in the States for X amount of days before they could be sold or something. So there's a lot of vehicles there. And I got into a truck today that was a Canadian truck, and by default it was kilometers. And I'm just not really overly paying attention. I looked down, I'm like, oh, I am flying. I better slow down.
We're on light speed when we mess up.
If you buy vehicles in Canada and bring it to the US, is there like a because we live in Washington, Oregon is cheaper, but if you buy a car in Oregon and have Oregon plates in Washington, where we're at, you can actually get fined because it's not Washington and it's not registered to Washington. So is it like the same thing for you?
Like interprovincial and interterritorial stuff, it's not that bad. I think you have like you don't really, I don't think you really get they're not really, they're like, oh, did you just move?
Well, okay, you're Canadian, so everybody's nicer. I'm talking about like Matt, dude. Like, everybody's nice in Canada, from what I understand from TV and the internet. Well,
maybe not.
No, yeah, you haven't spent a lot of time over there then, because a lot of them are very mean to me when I go over, especially Montreal. I don't have a lot of love for that city. Any Montreal viewers, and I know a lot of Canadians don't consider Quebec and part of Canada. They're just jerks. I remember going to a game one time. We're gonna call it a game. We were going up there to see a game. All right, and we kind of got lost, and we were looking for a beer store because we've learned the lesson that you can't just show up to any store and buy beer. There's certain stores, and that's not just Canada. There's places in the States that are like that, but it was confusing, especially as an 18-year-old, 17, 18-year-old. So we asked for directions, and they say, oh, American. Yeah. And they gave us directions to one of the worst parts of Montreal, not anywhere near where we were going. They intentionally gave us bad directions.
Yeah.
So we saw another guy, and we're like, hey, man, we're lost. They decided to give us directions to an even worse part. We thought we were and then finally we're like, we gotta, and we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have GPS, and we were just trying to figure it out. And it was an interesting night, So.
Yeah.
You can't buy beer at any store in Canada.
So you can't. There's like specific liquor stores that are.
Well, like we have liquor stores. You can't buy liquor anywhere, but like even just beer, that's ridiculous.
I noticed that too. Like I went to Kalispell a couple years back, and they're like, there's like liquor and beer. I remember specifically because it had we were looking for like this margarita mix, and they had to say that it was agave wine instead of tequila to like get around we can sell it in a grocery store, because I thought it was the best. I was like, this and this and then bread, and it's cool.
Yeah, New York, they kind of experimented with potentially selling liquor in grocery stores and stuff like that. And they just, for whatever reason, liquor has to be in a liquor store in New York. And then
apparently our stores have to be a certain size. Like gas stations can sell like the little guys, the little like, airplane bottles, but stores have to be a certain size in order to sell liquor.
Nice. Like a little to-go size.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would like a to-go shot of Wisers. Please.
But their liquor is a lot different.
Yeah.
So we can pretty much buy anything anywhere, I think, here. I know that like there's certain limitations on Sunday when you can buy alcohol here, but
I've heard of places like that.
Yeah, like you can't buy it like before 10 a.m., which is honest. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. You know what I mean? So
you can't buy any beer between 2 and 6 a.m. Liquor stores open at like 9.
I want to be the person who gets paid to make all of these laws.
Right.
Like I just would just be so good.
That would be
good enough.
And no oranges on Tuesday, damn it. Just be all crotchety.
Yeah, there is a lot of places on the flip of this that you cannot buy alcohol on Sundays in a lot of places.
Like I've had like liquor stores be closed on Sundays, but like anywhere else you can still buy it, like grocery stores and shit. So
Yeah, no, there's certain places
crazy.
that I've read that no alcohol is sold on
I'm
on
so
Sunday.
happy I live where I live then.
Yeah, me too. So this is a bit of a sad video, and I'm sure this has happened to maybe most of us, but maybe it hasn't.
No.
That happened to me when I was 22 at a Safeway. That's why I always carry. If I have bottles, I will carry from the bottom because that shit has happened.
Oh, you don't have to make that mistake very often to realize you're like, I'm never holding it by the handle ever again. You know,
I had to pay
you
for
see
the
those
ones that I
people,
dropped too, which sucked.
like they swing it when you walk, and you're like, how brave! Like, why are you doing that?
Those
No.
boxes aren't made well.
No, and there's a lot of things going on in this video that like I kind of want to break down because I think it's funny. So for anybody that's just listening, this guy he just backed his truck up perfectly. He's not that drunk yet. He's holding a sixer. Maybe there's 5 in there. Maybe he had one on the way home. Rocking sweatpants. It appears to be black Crocs and a hoodie. A pretty small hoodie. Like it doesn't look comfortable. It looks like it's a little tighter, not because he's big, because it's maybe stylish. He's got a what appears to be what are we looking here? Dodge?
Chevy Silverado?
That's a Chevy, man.
Okay, we got a Chevy with some rust above the fender, which he's in an area with snow, so the salt is gonna do that.
No, I see that almost looks like a reflection.
Oh, you think so? I thought it was some rust. Takes a couple of steps. Oh, those are slippers, I think, not Crocs. I'm gonna go with slippers. And what's intriguing to me, they got something plugged in. They clearly don't have power in their garage. They got the extension cord ran into the house.
It's the little detail right there.
Yes. You know what I mean? So they have this going on. Maybe they're doing some illegal stuff in there. Maybe it's normal. Maybe they got the
It's definitely a heater. Look at the roof.
Yeah. Roof still covered in snow. I thought maybe snowblower, but they got a shovel right here. So I mean,
wow,
shoveling that.
Damn, you are really paying attention.
But I mean, if that roof if it's melted right there, and the roof behind is still completely covered in snow, there's something that's warming up in there. That's their smoke shack. That's how it keep it warm.
Yeah.
And I was trying to see. I thought I saw something move in the background, but like a neighbor or something, and I was waiting for a neighbor to laugh. But yeah, just tragedy. Yeah, there's beer on the ground, probably craft beer. Probably spent way too much money on it. And what do you think, Evan? You work on vehicles. Are we going with rust or
I want to say rust. It looks like a newer vehicle, but like if it was in like a heavy salt state or wherever, then yeah, for sure.
So just an absolute, terrible moment that we've all experienced at least once in our time. But just quick little shout out to I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to our friends at Honest Amish. They make my beard feel good, look good. It's the best for your beard. And what's really cool too is on Thursdays we are on the Talking Beards Network. So if anybody ever wants Honest Amish, you can simply just go to honestamish.com. You can use the code Talking Beards. You can save 15%. What I really like, and I don't know, you guys all have, well, you kind of had a beard, but it's gone, which we talked about a little bit, for work. It's okay. And I thank you for not putting it on TikTok, and I had to react to it and cry a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have tried Honest Amish, but it's amazing because it's super available and it's super affordable. And that's why I really like it.
I have not tried Honest Amish, but I found out one of my favorite local companies is back in business, and I cannot wait. They have been the best like beard stuff that I've used since growing a beard.
Cool. We're talking about our friends at Honest Amish and no other beard companies. So if you want to talk about Honest Amish on this show and not other companies, then
I had more to say. Though. But damn it, I am going to try Honest Amish because of the fact that it is so popular with my friends on TikTok.
Yeah, Triple T too. Yeah, but either way, it's the best for your beard. You guys should check it out. That's what I use in my beard, and Joe's gonna, and that's all that matters.
I need some more beard wash, man.
They have shampoos, and I'll get you a shampoo. I'll get you a little sample pack.
Let me guess, I have to remind you because I never remember to remind you.
Yeah, you'll probably remind me, but either way, we'll make that happen. And Zach's in here, so he sent over a video, Zach Sweeney, and just wanted to this one's good. This one's good, and and I'm segueing it because I don't want to say that you're the family disappointment, Joe, but you disappointed me on that last little.
I will
fear.
honestly say I'm the disappointment in my family. Don't worry.
Okay, well, you said it. So now that you're there, this video here was tell me why you are the family disappointment.
Tell me why you're the family disappointment.
There it is. There it is. And,
Oh boy.
yes,
I'm
and
proud of
and
it.
Joe, do you want to tell the audience, just in case somebody doesn't know who that is, what their name is, and they can look it up on their own?
I have no idea what her name is, Matt. But I know. Wait, I did that wrong. I know her name, but I do not know her face.
Oh,
She has done things on a website or 5 in videos that I can't talk about to family.
okay, that's
Family
fine.
listening.
But either way, yeah, if you guys would,
I've never
you guys
seen it.
can
I have no idea. I've never seen what she does.
And it's funny because she stitched it and just said, "I win, I win," and I think she does in this video. I think
I think she
won.
does.
Yes, it was.
I mean,
You want
Tara
beard
Reid's
grease?
family
Yes,
beats
beard.
whatever.
All of the beard grease keeps it shiny, keeps it healthy, and it's good for you. But
Luscious.
yeah, that was a good one. Thank you, Zach, for sending.
That was good.
That was absolutely amazing.
I can't compete with that.
So you guys, I feel like of everybody, I don't know, maybe all of us have experienced some time. Has anybody made their own like jerky or sausage or anything?
I know people that do.
Have you ever helped somebody, put them in casing or make some jerky or anything?
Make it
No.
jerky, yeah.
No,
Yes.
I was just curious because apparently sometimes when you're doing this, you just accidentally, just have some accidents, and this was. So the video is just a couple of dudes, clearly in their older, by the receding hairline. From
It looks like the top of Mark Zuckerberg's and Vladimir Putin's heads. I don't.
Wow. And maybe that's what's
How
happening.
do I know that?
That's probably what's happening. So you got a couple of dudes. They got this fancy machine. That is some money into this machine. I don't know. I'm not like a pro at it, but there's a lot going on here, and I think they're having a little bit of some orange Kool-Aid and maybe some Tanqueray. Does that seem like something you'd mix up, Joe, when you're doing jerky?
Where are you seeing? Oh no!
Right where the mouse is.
You are so observant.
Our
Yeah, I
favorite
like
loop.
looking at the backgrounds of things, but this is what happens.
That is Putin.
That's straight up Mark Zuckerberg, 100%. I refuse to believe. Look, hello, fellow humans.
And he's just like, oh.
Welcome to the
Welcome to
metaverse.
I like how
I
this
really
guy
wanna
gets a
know what
little
that
bit
drink is, though.
lower to see like the exact angle of what he just did.
Where are these people
Look at how-
from?
Oh, he's stoked.
He's having a good time.
Oh,
Can you
man.
go to their profile and see where they're from?
Sparky?
Yes.
They're,
damn it.
they're still trying to figure this out. That
Look at
video
that
hit
dog.
9.2 million.
I would just stop. I would just
Because I'm
no.
going to
I would-
assume they're Scottish, and that is Iron Brew.
I think that it's just somebody that found the video and posted it.
Damn
I don't
it.
think it's there because
Yeah, you're
follow
right.
me for funny videos.
Okay. damn it.
really
Well, then we need
I
to
love
search
it.
for those two guys making jerky.
Is that jersey on backwards? Isn't the logo usually on there? You know what I mean?
It
Like,
sure,
isn't
it sure appears so.
look at me being observant. I learned something today.
That's
Maybe
just I think that's just a random fucking.
That's why they were
I
trying
mean,
to get out
so
of there.
let's
Embarrassment.
break this one down. This wasn't on here, but I mean, there is a lot of wine here. I have to assume the way that she's a female in a nice restaurant, dressed fairly nice, that she probably had at least a glass or a bottle of wine. This guy's over here just sipping a Bud Light, wearing a Redskins or Washington football team jersey.
Ooh.
But that was a
Come on.
vintage Redskins jersey from Washington. You can't deny that. And he's watching the game, realizing, my team sucks.
Don't
and
confuse
she's-
Washington, okay? Don't confuse. Remember, DC, not state.
Fair enough. And I think what's happening is she needs to puke. The girls' room's full, and she needs to get out quick. And that
Full?
window, It's pretty clean. She's probably looking at that barrel thinking, I could probably puke in this barrel, but I think I'm going to try to make it outside. And then
She hit it so hard.
look at this lady's face.
She's like, that's the third one this week.
What kind of
Yeah.
fucking glass is that, though? Like, damn.
This person right here instantly turned. So
There's
they
a
were like, all right,
person?
we're going to go
Holy
help.
shit.
This guy's like, oh, shit.
Oh shit! There's somebody up there too.
Yeah, there's somebody
Damn,
eating
you are-
right here at the booth. She's up here like, wow, like look at her. Her head whipped around faster than when Evan made a comment about takes it on each end. Look, and he just turned back like, nothing to see here. Back to
The
the game.
server's just like, listen, I don't want to keep washing this glass. Can we please
No, she's
put
holding
a
her face.
sticker on there?
No blood, so I think she's gonna make it. I think she's gonna be all right. Yeah, yeah. He sent that one. Thank you. Zach.
Maybe she pooped and it stunk really bad, and she just had to go. Like, she's gone.
Girls don't poop.
Oh, you're right.
Everybody poops. I read the book, and you know
I read
it's
it in the book that everybody poops.
that person just
you're
having a
illiterate.
bad day, and we all have bad days. But I want to ask you guys, and I want the viewers to kind of chime in on this. Did this lady have a worse day, or is this guy's day even more
Don't.
worse?
If this is a video, I think it is. Don't.
In the song, like,
Oh! Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a different one. Oh,
Russet potatoes and looks like apples or something.
yeah, some
I thought it was a beer
Dude
one.
just got the whole fruit salad deconstructed on his ass.
Those are apples.
But watch this right here. I'm a superhero. I will catch these 3 pallets. No big deal.
It's
Gone.
man.
What sucks is because that is his livelihood, and he was trying desperately. He was like, "Come on, I just drove all the way out here, and just to see it fail. Like we've all been there. It sucks."
But the
man. I
food
feel
isn't
it.
bad. It's fine. Everything can be washed off.
Yeah, but he got just covered. In
I mean,
a
He's
pallet.
fine.
Look at his legs give out. That's a lot of weight.
That is a lot of weight.
Look at that. I mean, like he's just hanging on
That
for dear life.
ankle
still.
twisted. That ankle isn't like
He's
he's
good,
landing on the
dude.
DL if he's an athlete.
He's not a Rozzy situation. His leg is fine,
Look,
dude.
where's he at? He's Houdini. Look, his legs. He went, like an
Like he's
accordion.
bent to the left, his legs completely crushed.
And think about it. He did not get to cover his boys at all.
It's
So
only
he's
a couple
repetitively getting
apples
hit in the
and
ball sack.
potatoes and pears. He's good.
His right arm appears okay.
His left arm.
Just
You
a
can't
big
see it.
The rest, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and vote that he
He
had.
walked away just fine.
I don't think he walked.
Where's the part 2? We need to investigate.
Internal bleeding is not a joke, Joe.
Yeah,
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, I think he had a much worse day
Fine.
than the girl, but I think they're both fine, and I think everything is fine. And we have a video next by Evan that was sent over that I just saw.
Oh, like it's like the last like 30 seconds of it. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice. Let's just bring it on. Let's do the thing.
You don't see nothing.
New Jersey. It is the longest serving battleship in history, serving in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Persian Gulf. Unsurprisingly, the most decorated battleship of all time belongs to the best class of battleship of all time, the Iowa class, also known as Nebraska Premium. Iowa class battleships were the fastest battleships of all time, capable of traveling 33 knots, which is like 38 miles an hour if you speak freedom fractions like an adult. Or if you've got some weird decimal fetish, it's like 61 kilometers an hour. So what do you sacrifice to be the fastest battleship of all time? Absolutely nothing, because it's also the hardest hitting battleship of all time. It is equipped with 49 Oberleichen autocannons, 20 quadruple Bofors, 10...
I just want to pause it for a minute.
Listen,
because-
I was out on a tangent. I went down the stream, but like his analogies are.
I want to give this guy props because I have to imagine the fat electrician is his username. I can't imagine he knew a ton about these ships until he kind of just committed to this video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to go pee.
Yeah, go ahead, P.
Okay, thank you.
No, in your pants for the show. No,
Stand
he's
there.
going to use the toilet like a big boy. So while he's gone, do we think he washes his hands or runs back in? He can still hear us, he claims, but I don't think he washes his hands.
So now he's gonna take longer this time just because
He's gonna come in and be like, "What am I, an animal? Of course I wash my hands."
He's gonna do the old, even though his hands are dry as fuck, he's gonna do the old like pant rub, like, oh yeah, paper towels. It's like, you lion fuck.
Yeah. Joe Tinkle, he doesn't wash. Yeah. I mean, he's.
You see the dude to like pop over on the urinal next to you, or what? Or is he the dude that like drops his pants and underwear to his ankles?
Yes.
You guys don't do that?
Oh, where's he at?
No, he's definitely.
You didn't wait for me, did you?
Yeah, no, we were having a conversation. You didn't wash your hands, did you?
I didn't wash my hands. I'm not at work.
Just straight up.
Yeah, we were just wondering. We were all talking about, Rude Wizard.
I'm not at work. I don't need to wash my hands. I know where my dick's been. Or my.
He's gonna pee on his hands and claim that he washed them. No, he
Good
admitted he pees in
Good
the
night,
shower.
children.
It's faster.
But you guys don't sit down.
I have to say the respect for the people that clean and cook.
I was in a hurry.
No, it's just so you just want to like fire hose that thing in.
I just went and like I said, I didn't even buckle until I got back in here. I didn't want to miss anything.
Best part is when you don't use a hand. You know what I mean? You just get like the underwear and just kind of flap it underneath everything. You're just like, all right,
I can't just let it do its thing, man.
And then it goes everywhere, and you're like, at least my hands are clean. You know, screw it.
Well, it could have been more awkward. Joe could have been, this dad on Thanksgiving. He, this is a video by Mrs. Junior J. When it's too confusing to read, I just give up. So, yeah, apparently told his 14-year-old that the turkey neck was the turkey's penis.
This is junior high since 03.
Oh no. Tom Brady.
Yep.
So
wasn't he the kid in the first video doing the dances?
Yeah, and I think so. But look at now he's evolved to the Macarena. I believe that's the Macarena.
Voguing.
So I've never seen a turkey neck until TikTok this year. I never knew what a turkey neck looked like until TikTok in the last couple months or a couple weeks.
Interesting. So have you been looking for the ham neck and just unable to find it?
Dude, I just never dealt with a turkey neck before. I never had to do all that shit. My mom did it for me.
Ham neck.
Well, maybe by 40 you'll do the turkey.
I have never cooked a turkey before. I'm scared.
Do you know how to use an air fryer?
Of course I know how to use an air fryer. That's all I
Okay.
cook.
Can you walk me through how you threw a corn dog in an air fryer?
What?
How would you cook a corn dog in an air fryer?
Well, I turn on the button. I push the button. I put it to 370. I throw the corn dog in there, and I put it in for about 10 minutes, and I check it, and I flip it, put it in, and start it again. So literally, I like my shit crispy. So
okay. So with a turkey, you preheat an oven. You put the turkey in the oven, and then you check it. And they even come with these little things. It's like a built-in thermometer. So when it goes off, then it's pretty much.
I know.
done.
I've just never had to like clean out a turkey. I've never had to pull out shit. I've never had to stuff a turkey. I basted a turkey, but like, I never had to pull out all that shit.
Okay.
But now that I know that they look like dicks, I want to.
Imagine that. Surprise!
I guarantee there's still turkeys at the store. I might have to go get you one.
So what we'll do is we'll save you from having to cook a turkey. So what I want everybody to do that is watching the show, has ever watched the show, next Thanksgiving, I want everybody to save all of their turkey necks, all of them, and I want to see how many we're gonna break the Guinness record of how many turkey necks we can send to Joe. We're gonna fill up his garage with turkey necks, and then he's just gonna have all of the turkey necks that he can enjoy.
Do not threaten me with a good time.
Could you imagine though, like what your garbage, like they go to pick up your garbage and the bag rips.
No, I want the
bag after bag of turkey
sealed
necks.
in like that vacuum seal.
And you have to eat the necks. You cook them and eat them in the air fryer.
You can cook them?
I mean, Joe, you can cook anything. I mean, have you
But
ever heard
I figured it's a neck. It's just some skin and bone.
I mean,
So why rip that out? Why not cook it with the turkey then? Why rip it out?
You can eat liver. You can eat heart. You can eat hooves. You can eat whatever.
Oysters.
Oysters.
But
oysters.
Anyways, well,
I'm gonna spit.
If it's not on McDonald's menu, I don't know anything about it.
Pig feet. Yep, pig feet. You can eat pig feet.
Pig feet?
Yeah.
I ate an eyeball of a pig once. It was pretty dope. It tasted like shit.
That's
but
like,
it was pretty good.
And you almost puked over what?
Liver.
Okay.
What can I ask? Like, what made you just be like, hey, I'm gonna eat this pig eyeball? Was
Oh,
it
my neighbor told me to do it. I was like 8 years old, and he said he'd pay me $10 if I ate the pig eye. He was doing.
Okay, hold on. Can I ask? Okay, just for your safety and just because like I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but how many times did you go over there and he offer you money?
No. Listen, Linda. It was a pig roast.
Answer the question.
Everybody was over like 15 times, but there was a family. It's okay.
Timing.
Why?
He had a business. He was a businessman. He wanted to pay people to do shit for him, and it was a bet. He was shithouse drunk on Bud Light, so he's like, "Joe, eat this pig eye." Like I said, I was 8. It's not the worst thing he's done to me.
Joe,
he was playing cards with his buddies, just been like, I got this little neighbor boy over here who eat a pig eyeball for $8.
You see what happened when he told me to go get the puppy from the garage? It was his daughter's birthday. Said, "Get the puppy for the garage." I went down there, and what did I find? A giant elk hanging from its fucking feet, blood everywhere. Scared the shit out of me. The guy was a hunter, so
that's Buffalo Bob.
Yeah,
well,
100%.
Oh shit.
We got another video from Evan. We're gonna transition while Joe relives the bad times he had as an 8-year-old in Buffalo Bob's garage.
Oh my god!
I think that this is the female gaze.
No, that's Chris Hemsworth. Female gays are called lesbians.
That fucking ruined me.
That's good. So
oh boy,
Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm not okay.
You're not good. You might not be okay, but when this video popped up when I accidentally picked up my phone during this podcast, because I think the phone listened,
make it better.
TikTok listened about Evan wearing a respirator, and I just wonder if you've ever painted anything and potentially did this, or maybe anybody has.
Oh shit, no, but I'm gonna.
The reaction of that dude was great.
So let's talk about this guy. At first, I thought he was eating a big fruit roll-up, but it's orange painter's tape, and he's having a good time, right? Now watch this face. Tell me this isn't something only a mother could love. Are you ready for it? So I have to ask, do you think that they did anything illegal or partake in any activities before they decided to paint this room?
No.
Maybe the paint was contributing to the.
They work for one of those companies that's like super, like they're sober. They're very big Christians. It's not the first time doing it. Look at his gloves. It is not the first time him doing it.
No,
100%.
No. There's probably middle fingers all over the.
It's you got to be worried when the dude in the black shirt's got paint from here or waist down. And there's a spot on the wall. Now you got to find a fucking cock outline.
That made me want to.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that was.
I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do in my garage now.
100%.
Just middle fingers everywhere.
Do you have a paint sprayer?
I'll come over. We could do it in like glittery silver.
You think I
paint.
don't have
It'd be
glitter
sick.
everywhere in my freaking house? Come on.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Wow,
December.
That's something that a man should not admit.
I'm married, okay? It's okay.
Yeah, but she's not on here saying, "Look at all of my glitter."
We literally have glittery spray paint, so.
Oh,
She has a book club, and she's always talking to their friends about your sexuality and shit. It's just okay.
Oh, we don't talk about our sexuality.
just about what went down with the neighbor as a child. That's okay. I mean, we're right towards the end of
what?
Yeah, I just looked at the clock.
No way.
It's 9:58 or 7:58 or 6:58 or 8:58. Depending where you are and in the time zone, Matt, that me and Evan, for whatever reason, we struggle very badly with time zone math. I'm terrible at it.
That's why I'm like fucking
So like
2
an
hours,
hour?
6 hours from now, right? You're like, yes. Yes.
But do you notice that it takes me a while to respond back because I have to verify?
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes I also have to take my socks off to count.
yeah,
It's the end.
I know. It's what happens though. But the good thing is, I'll be back Thursday if anybody's bored. But we're gonna be doing a new thing too, where we're going to all brainstorm, and we're gonna do a cool little thing that a lot of people already do that I had and I didn't know. But we're gonna set up some cool tiers so you guys can get some stuff with the Patreon. Because I had one and I had tiers and they're not that cool. So we're going to restructure them with some big brains of this show, with the whole idea that a little bit comes into here so we can boost the show a little bit better, and then some of it so you can just get a whole bunch of cool stuff. So we're going to think about that. So if anybody wants to, just keep an eye out for a link, and we're going to do some stuff, maybe some exclusive opportunities where you could come and hang backstage. You could hang and just be backstage for the entire show and see it live, and just some cool little benefits for you guys just being awesome, and some limited edition maybe outtakes and just some different stuff. So we got some
Wait,
cool
hold
stuff.
on. Backstage is probably not a good idea because sometimes, depending on who's on the show, our private chats are between between us.
Yeah, but that would be great for a Patreon subscriber, and it's not like they're recording, and that part's not live.
Do we have to have a non-disclosure agreement saying, hey, so and so, you are not allowed to say the stupid shit that Joe says?
What kind of
No, we're probably not going to do any of that. So maybe when I said the big brains, maybe we'll let Joe watch backstage of our conversation.
I think that's probably a good idea.
I'm just kidding. But either way, guys, it's the end of the show, and we greatly appreciate you watching or listening. And we make sure you guys obviously check out drunkengineers.ca. Joe Myers has a code. You guys can go check it out. We're not really doing segments as much on here or promoting binge drinking, but they got some cool apparatuses that are awesome. They got the hammer tool that's coming out, and Finlay hats. We are big fans of Finlay hats, and you guys can check them out. There's codes there, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Dobby had a cool collab. If you didn't get it, you're probably not going to be able to because it is sold out. And spoiler alert, there might be a limited edition hat coming out very soon that we will have to show you guys out, and it's in the works right now, allegedly. And
I got goosebumps. Really
cool. He has goosebumps. You did just shotgun a beer.
Well, no, that you said hat, and I know exactly
I
what you might be talking about, and I got goosebumps because I'm fucking excited.
But yeah, and I'm super excited for everybody that watched it, for you guys. So make sure you obviously check out You've Been Whacking Off, still whacking off on all the social medias. Check out Evan. And,
also, I forgot. I need to compliment Evan. That vest, man, that is a nice vest right there.
It's a solid,
it's a whole entire sweater.
It's a solid Christmas sweater.
Oh, that is. I thought it was just a vest. No, that is a damn good looking vest. I like it.
Next week I'll wear a different one, and it's gonna be epic. It'll be good.
Oh yeah. And Evan, for anybody that is listening, in case I can't pronounce it, or maybe it's there, it's EVANORMOUS. Kind of like the Mickey Mouse song, but Evan instead. And way more fun. We're gonna have a theme song for him. And Joe Myers, 86 on most of the apps, and occasionally he throws an underscore in at the end.
The underscore's gone.
Oh, you did? I was wondering,
you got it.
was there already a Joe Myers 86
there
that
was.
you needed?
I started a second Instagram for not my private life, but I was able to cancel that. I had to wait X amount of days in order to get just the Joe Myers 86 without the underscore. It's a whole thing.
Nice. It was, yeah. That was.
It didn't work. It didn't work when I started the second account. So
yeah, I mean, there was a song that was called, you got to keep them separated, but Instagram might not.
Offspring.
Yeah. So I want everybody to have that song in your head for our outro, and we'll be back. We'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. It's going to be 6 o'clock where Joe lives, and maybe 8 o'clock where Evan is, 9 o'clock where we are. I don't know. But either way, you'll probably get some kind of notification. And yeah, that's all we got. Thursday, if you're bored, come on over. We're going to be hanging out. Myself, Brandon J. McDermott, they call me Toby too, and Logan, if he shows up. But either way, we can't thank you guys enough. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, rest of your week. And thanks, dudes. We're going to hit the outro. Okay, bye.
Love you.